Alrighty, welcome back to Final Fantathon, our quest to casually let's play every mainline Final Fantasy game, plus some bonuses. And today, we start the beginning of the end, a 3.5-year-long journey, and we are finally here at the final game of Final Fantathon, Final Fantasy 15. Of course, we're not doing Final Fantasy 16 for Fantathon because it came out during Fantathon, and we already did a Let's Play of that separately. So 15 is the final game. This is it. No more after this. This is the final game of Final Fantathon. We're going to have a little after-party event afterwards for some other Final Fantasy games, but in terms of the Let's Play marathon, this is it. The final game, Final Fantasy 15. I have the deluxe edition here because, as a lot of you know, I was super into this game before it came out. I was super excited for it. This was the first Final Fantasy to come out after I became started doing Twitch normally. So I was so into this, both from a personal excitement for it and then also to make content for it and everything. This was the game. I was so excited for it. I was into the universe that they were trying to sell. I got the movie, I got the mobile games, I read up on the lore. I was in it for Final Fantasy 15. And then I got the super special deluxe edition of the game, and then it came out and it was a massive, massive disappointment for me. It's still, I still hold a grudge against this game. It's a meme within my community about how much I hate this game. But it's for a number of reasons. It's not just the game itself. I had a lot of issues with the game itself. I was extremely frustrated with it while I was playing it and after playing it. But a lot of my frustration came from everything else around the release of the game. The way that they sold it as a universe and how you needed to purchase all these other things to really enjoy it. And the way that it kind of expected you to watch the movie and understand the lore going in. The way that they advertised things within the game, just the whole way they advertised this game was extremely frustrating for me. I remember playing mobile games at the time and just getting absolutely barraged with Final Fantasy 15 ads, either the game itself or the multiple mobile games that they created for this game during its release. So my life was just consumed by this game that I didn't even at surface value. And then also being a content creator, everyone's constantly asking me about it. People are constantly asking my opinion and stuff. And it just overboiled into this just hatred for this game. It's become a meme ever since. So having said that, I am looking forward to this playthrough. I have not played this game since it came out. It came out, I played it, I platinumed it, I put it away. I have not touched it since. So it has been a long time since I've played this. I'm curious to get back into it and take a new perspective on it. Now, I'm not gonna beat around the bush here. I do expect to still dislike it, but I'm hoping that I get more out of it this time. I'm hoping that I understand a bit more about why some people like it. I've talked to many people in the community who put this game in high regard. And a lot of the things that they've told me about why they like this game make sense to me. It's not like they're saying, I love this game because of X, and that's the exact reason why I dislike it. I understand a good amount as to why people do like this game. I just have my reasons for disliking it. So I'm hoping that I can get a bit more out of it in terms of why other people like it. And who knows, maybe a fresh pair of eyes after all these years makes me appreciate it more. And now I think we're over the frustration of the release as well. We're going back into this years later. I don't have the same grudge I had before about everything surrounding the release. I can kind of just play it as a game now. So I'm actually pretty excited for this playthrough. I don't think it's going to completely change my mind and I'm going to come out of this oh my God, this is my new favorite game. But I do hope to get a little bit more out of it. So let's pop it in and start the finale of Final Fantathon. Let's do it. Okay, so we are playing the original deluxe edition, of course. I'm going to play it on PS5 because it's not going to affect the game at all, but the loads will be faster, so that'll be nicer for the Let's Play. This is the original version, though. It says Royal Edition here, but it's not actually the Royal Edition. You have to purchase that separately, so this is the original release. The only difference is that it's updated. So it's like version 1.3 or something. I decided that that would be fair to do. Like, I'm not going to literally run the game on base patch because newer games are kind of designed to be updated. So I think it's a bit disingenuous to play it on the original patch and then be like, wow, look at how buggy it is, you know? Newer games, you're expected to have patches over time. So I think it's fair to play the newest patch. But I did want to play the original version and not the Royal Edition, because the Royal Edition does have some extra stuff. It has like extra weapons and an extra dungeon or something. So I believe this is the original version, unless like Royal Edition automatically gets put into the game if you launch it on PS5 or something. I don't know, but I went on the store and it said the Royal Edition costs money, so it should be the normal version. And the load times are going to be really wild, because on the original version, so like we did some tests when this game came out. In the original version on PS4 with a hard drive, took like over a minute to load if you fast traveled across the map. Oh, okay, I'm already mad. I hate that. I hate that so much. We're not going to talk about it. Moving on. A Final Fantasy for the new fans and the old fans, but not the old fans. All right, this looks really quiet. Turn this up. I think we're just gonna max the volume. Can I turn the volume up even more here? For ceiling fans. All right, hopefully this is loud enough. Who designed this menu with white font on light background? Yeah, I don't know. You need some magnifying glass to read it. All right, here we go. Time for the best part of Final Fantasy 15. The tutorial offers interactive explanations about the story and combat. Why does the tutorial explain the story? What? I wasn't gonna do it, but if it explains story, I guess I should do it. The heck? I'm already confused. I'm already getting text messages. Okay, this looks loud enough. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet, but it looks pretty good so far. How is Carbuncle texting us? What? I'm good. Carbuncle could text out of its mind, I guess. Uses his mind to text. Welcome to the old training room. Do I even do a combat tutorial? I don't... The combat is not complicated. But then again, I'll probably miss like one thing and then get yelled at because I'm not doing a certain thing. But it from what I remember, it explains to you as you're playing. Like, I guarantee I'm gonna do this tutorial, and then the game itself is gonna tell me all the things that the tutorial has told me. I guarantee it. What a pal. Imagine explaining the game through the gameplay and not having a tutorial. Yeah, I'm already upset. Because this is so like Final Fantasy should just get you in and then explain later. I don't know why I need to do a tutorial. All right, time to learn how to block, as in hold square. Whoa. 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 Look at me go. I'm holding square. I did it. All right. 50% damage from behind. That's good to know. Whoa, look at me go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This looks really loud all of a sudden. Wait, this is really loud. Why was the beginning so quiet? I feel like I'm gonna be messing with the audio the whole time. Why is this taking so long? Signaling for you to defend. Alright, we did it. Maracas! Ow. I was looking at the maracas. What do you mean my bias is driving? Guys, how is it my bias? what is I've played 17 Final Fantasy games and only one of them had a tutorial, and it was Dirge Cerberus, because Dirge Cerberus is a confusing game. This seems like a very unnecessary tutorial. Am I wrong? Yeah, it was optional, but like, why is it even here? Because it's gonna explain all this to me when I start the game. You're right, I chose to do it, but just because I chose to do it doesn't mean it's like, because it came up and said, do you want to do the tutorial? And most people are gonna say yes. If you're brand new to the game, and the first thing the game tells you is, do you want to do a tutorial? I feel like a lot of people are going to say yes, because it's like, oh, it must be a complicated game, I better do the tutorial. And then it's going to do this, and then it's going to do this again when you start the game, and then you're going to be frustrated. Plus it has story attached to it, apparently. I'm already making sarcastic comments about the combat. The first thing it taught me was how to block, and to block all you do is hold square. That... I don't see how that's a preconceived notion. It's one of the dumb things about this game. You hold one button to dodge. It's kind of dumb. Would it be better if blocking was a 3-button combo? No, it would be better if you press the button at the right time to dodge, like every other video game ever. Listen, I wasn't gonna say anything else. It said hold square to dodge. I held square to dodge, and it was kind of dumb, so I made a joke, and then I said nothing else. But you're like going on and on about it, so now you're making me go on and on about it. I wouldn't have said anything else. You're the one that brought this up. Yes, it's stupid. Every other video game I've ever played in my life, you wait for the attack to come at you, and then you press the button. This game, you just hold it down. It's kind of dumb. Moving on. It's not a rant. Man, I could already tell this playthrough is going to be frustrating, because I'm trying not to rant. All I did was make a joke, and then I moved on. But then you guys are picking at me. So you're making me rant, and then as soon as I rant, you're going to be like, wow, that's ranting. Warp? Okay. Sure. Let's do the next one. I think they are just fishing for memes. Alright. Now, if I remember... From what I remember of this, I felt like it used to be useless, but maybe some of the updates actually made it better. So this, you just hold triangle. Lock on... track? Oh, you have to hold it? Why do you have to hold it? Yeah, this was the thing that I, like, never understood. The point warps. They always seemed like a waste of time. Warping and phasing consumes MP, which is shown, blah blah blah. Stasis, which severely limits his abilities. Keep an eye on MP. Why did it get so blurry all of a sudden? Maracas. Performing a point warp instantly restores all MP. Okay, that's the use of it. That makes sense. I don't know why, but it does. So this is like... This is what a lot of fights ended up being, is just point warping over and over again. I mean, at least the tutorial's getting through pretty quickly. Oh no! He's beating me up! Orange indicates increased damage, purple indicates reduced. Why does GLaDOS always look like he's tripping around? It's like he can't control his own weapon. Use what? Oh. What? Oh. Circle to attack feels weird. But actually it feels normal to me at the moment because I'm playing the Korean version of Kingdom Hearts 3, and that version you have to press circle to attack. So oddly it feels normal. But for a normal action game it feels weird. Now here's one of my favorite things about 15. I liked how the magic works in this game. At least in terms of like how it affects the environment. Oh, I didn't pay attention. How do I equip magic? Oh, there it is. I was saying actually that the remake Rebirth could use this because and no spoilers for Rebirth, but the magic in Rebirth is the same as in Remake. So like when you use fire, it's the same like fire, and ice is like the same ice. They didn't change it at all. And I was like, it would have been cool if they had changed like the way that the magic works. Like Kingdom Hearts, every Kingdom Hearts game, the magic works slightly differently. It would have been cool if in Rebirth they changed the way like fire, so instead of just being like the homing fire thing, maybe it affected the ground or did something like that. Because we're probably going to be using the same exact spells in Rebirth that we did in Remake for a while. Cannot warp strike while wielding a spell or machinery. Active and wait. Yeah, I like that too. Not really sure this is necessary, but I don't remember how I felt about the crafting. I don't remember using it a lot. How do I... Oh. Boom. Ice. The attack... the attack animation's just like, ugh. They just stand there while you wail away and it looks really weird.
You rang?
You rang? Calm down, Prompto. If they are nearby when Noctis forms a parry or blindside using a sword, greatsword, or polearm, they may join in for a link strike. He's stoked. It's weird to me how, like, the icon makes it look like I need to press the square button, but I don't. I need to just hold it. Yeah, it's easy to completely wreck your teammates with magic. Is that it? Should I just try to beat him now? Okay. Why does everyone look like they're constantly falling? Yeah, I feel the same way. The animations are just so odd. Everyone looks drunk all the time. I like the song. Danger. I'm in danger. Noctis runs out of HP, enters a state of danger, not only impairs his abilities, but also increases his max HP over time. When his maximum HP falls to 0, the game is over. Noctis recovers from danger with time or when a friend comes to his rescue. Help me, Prompto, help me. Thanks for patting my leg. Unlike Noctis, they do not automatically recover and need to be rescued. There you go, bud. Characters can still use items while in danger. See, this was one of the issues, is that you could use items while in danger, so you were kind of never in danger as long as you had items. What's going on? Why can't I move?
Got it.
Okay. What's that at the bottom left? You mean the two-handed sword? Oh, hit him. Damn, two-handed sword. Beating him up. I like how my follow-up on his move is to, like, barrel roll into the corner. Alright, so apparently there's also a lore guide. I don't understand what this is. Take a closer look at the paintings on the walls to learn about the lore of Eos. But why? How about teach me this through the game? Why do I have to look at paintings? Eos is plagued by hordes of daemons, vicious nocturnal creatures of various forms that strike fear into the hearts of even the most seasoned hunters. Daemons are citizens of the night, and the more predatory among them are drawn to the roads after dark. People now dread the setting of the sun for fear of what monsters might be lurking in the shadows. In recent years, the daemons have grown in number while the nights have grown longer. The correlation between the two phenomena is yet unproven, but scientists persist in their search for a link. Okay. The crystal is the divine cornerstone of the kingdom of Lucius. The stone has a will of its own that channels its sacred power through the ring of the Lucy to the monarch who bears it. Monarchs in the line of Lucius have the innate ability to conjure magical weapons. A handful of close attendants are also afforded access to the selfsame power. The magical barrier known as the Wall has long kept the Empire at bay and therefore maintained the peace, yet not entirely without struggles. Sustaining the Wall imposes an immense physical burden upon the king, but to let it fall for even a moment would be to invite total annihilation. This is new, right? Like, this would have been nice. This would have been nice to have when I played the game originally, because I had no idea what was going on. But what would be even better than this is just actually explaining what's going on in the game. Like, this is a step in the right direction. When I played it, there was just nothing. I just had no idea what was going on. Now, I'll have at least a little bit of understanding of what's going on. But what should happen is that this should just be explained in the game, you know, like a regular video game. This is a Band-Aid, which I've heard that a lot of the cutscenes they added are also kind of Band-Aids, just to try to like make sense of things. When I played it originally, there was like none of the you know, like there was a lot less cutscenes, and it was basically just really confusing as to what anything was. No, I mean, this was probably the best thing they could do, yeah. But, you know, that's still a problem. It should have just not been this way in the first place. Old tales tell of 6 gods who have stood watch over Eos since antiquity. It is said that now slumber, conserving their strength, waiting to awaken upon the coming of a plague known as the Star Scourge. She, most pure of faith, is the oracle, a daughter in the line of those said to commune with the 6. Blessed by the astral god, she calls forth the power of Eos to heal those who are suffering and afflicted. Her devotion to helping all those in need has inspired reverence for her among people from all over the world. Our story takes place in the land of Eos. At present, the world is divided between 2 warring states. Controlling a majority of the world's lands is the military mighty Niflheim, an aggressively expanding imperial war machine. I think it's actually Nilfheim. The kingdom of Lucius continues to resist the Empire's advance with magic. The crown city of Insomnia stands proud. I love the name. Crown City of Insomnia stands proud as the kingdom's last bastion, but the Empire has already made inroads to the outlying territories, including the primary regions of Wide Duske and Man, one of these names. I want to read this one again. Okay. I mean, this isn't even like that much information. Like, this is just demons come out at night. This is just the kings use the crystal to make weapons. This is just there's a goddess that uses the power of the 6. And this is just there's a world of 2 fighting factions. Like, I really didn't get that much information. It's nice kind of like baseline information, which is kind of what you need starting off, but it's not like it was any really important revelations here. All right. Now time for the best part of the game. The opening cutscene is absolute fire. Actually, they probably changed the opening cutscene, didn't they? This is going to be new. No, it's the same? Okay. Look at him run. I'm on fire.
Hang in there, buddy. Stay down. We'll keep him busy.
No! Over here! Quickly, before he strikes again!
Here it comes.
The sound effects already.
I got your back.
Let's go!
Oh, whiplash, jeez. I was in that scene for like 2 seconds.
The decreed hour is come. Set forth with my blessing, Prince Noctis.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Take your leave and go in the grace of the gods.
Right.
This looks really good, but it looks like 20 FPS for some reason. I wonder if it looked better.
Will be princes.
So much for royal protocol.
Not like you had to deliver a formal address. Your Highness!
What now?
I fear I have left too much unsaid. You place a great burden on those who would bear with you.
You're one to talk.
I ask not that you guide my wayward son, merely that you remain at his side.
Indeed, Your Grace.
We'll see the prince to Alticia if it's the last thing we see.
Yeah, what he said.
Hate to break this up, but Kor's got the motor running. Drados, he's in your hands.
And another thing. Do mind your manners around your charming bride-to-be.
Your Majesty as well. Try to mind yours around our esteemed guests from Niflheim.
You have no cause for concern.
Nor do you.
Take heed. Once you set forth, you cannot turn back.
You think I would?
I need only know that you are ready to leave home behind.
Don't know about you, but I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Take care on the long road. Wheresoever you should go, the line of Lucis goes with you. Walk tall, my son.
Yeah, like I feel like the Final Fantasy 13 cutscenes looked better, like in terms of frames. Like they looked smoother. The graphics obviously are a lot better here, but this game also came out years later. But no, it looks really great, but it just looks like, I don't know. Like I said, the 13 cutscenes looked smoother. Oh, is this the cutscene I remember?
I think we can forget about hitching our way there. Thought people were friendly outside the city.
You can only go so far on the kindness of strangers.
Oh, this looks good.
You're just gonna have to push her all the way.
I've already pushed myself to the brink of death.
Get up. Come on, car isn't gonna move itself.
Sheesh. I thought the car was supposed to move us.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Can it? Ready, steady. Push!
So heavy.
Well, maybe if Ignis got out of the car. Granted, someone's got to turn it, but Noctis could just reach in and turn it. And Ignis could push.
Unbelievable.
Not exactly a fairy tale beginning, huh, Prince Noctis?
We let ourselves get carried away.
Look, these things happen.
Let's just hope this isn't some omen.
Gladio, do me a favor.
What?
Push this thing by yourself.
All by myself?
You won't even notice if we just let go.
Prompto, don't even think about it.
Save some breath for pushing.
Yep, rip my money on this.
Come on, time to switch.
Rip my money on this video.
We just switched back there.
And it's my turn, Noct.
His turn.
Not my
Hands
pennies.
are killing me.
You rather I kill you with mine?
Easy there, tough guy.
Any luck?
Only a busy signal.
Hold the phone. Is it just me, or was it supposed to be way closer?
I assure you, the map is correct.
The map said Hammerhead was right there.
Literally next door.
Looks that way on a map of the world.
If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble.
The world's a big old place.
Filled with wonders.
Tell that to my legs.
You guys even pushing?
Hard as I can.
With everything I've got, we'll be there.
Just as long as you stand by.
Wow, cut off the song. So, I remember really loving that cutscene. Like, really liking that cutscene. Like, I remember starting the game, and one of my biggest concerns going in was that it didn't have that classic you know, start off as the hero and then slowly build up your party at, you know, because you know me, and like the one thing that I really love about Final Fantasy is how your party is always like a mishmash of different people from different world, different places come together, strangers coming together to defeat evil. That's like one of the big things I love about Final Fantasy, right? And this game from the beginning was very clear that it does not have that. Instead, it's just the 4 friends the entire game. So going in, I had this issue of like, this isn't going to feel like Final Fantasy. This is going to feel like 4 bros on a quest. It's not going to have that, you know, feeling of taking different people from different walks of life and coming together and defeating evil, right? And then I watched this scene, and I remember this scene kind of selling me on the idea. Like, that scene kind of like sold me on the idea of like the bro journey, seeing how they like talked to each other and played off of each other and how they were kind of like funny and cracking jokes and stuff. I was like, you know what? I kind of get what they were going for. Like, instead of having different people from different walks of life, we have like this kind of like bro thing going on where we can kind of see how their relationship evolves over time and stuff. So I remember that scene really selling it to me. And then I remember the song as well, like really hitting me hard when I watched that scene for the first time. This time it did not feel that way. I feel like I watched a different cutscene back then. Because like, that was really short. And it wasn't really that funny. And the song got like cut off, and I could barely hear it over them talking. So I don't know if it was just like, because it was new, it was like exciting for me. I don't know. I think I was looking at that scene through rose-tinted glasses. I remember it being a lot more epic. And that was kind of lame. I kind of wish I hadn't seen that, because I remembered it being a lot better. I wish I would have never seen that again. That would have had a better memory of it. Kind of reminds me of like some of my old games as a childhood that I remember being so good, and then I play them again and I'm like, oh, this is not nearly as good as I remember. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it's just, yeah, that wasn't as good as I remember it being.
Hey there, y'all kept a girl waiting.
Yeah, here we go.
Now, which one's the prince? Aha! Hello, Your Highness. Congrats on your wedding.
Not hitched just yet.
Lady Lunafreya's groom-to-be, here in Hammerhead.
Apologies for taking so long.
You best save your apologies for Pawpaw.
Well, that makes you.
Cindy, Sid's grease monkey granddaughter.
Roll her in while I'm still young. Didn't your daddy tell you? She's a custom classic, not some beat-up old clunker. Prince Noctis.
Yeah.
Prince. Like they took your old man and kicked the dignity out of him.
What?
You got a long way to go, son. And that slackjaw's getting you nowhere fast. She's gonna take a while. Y'all get her in and run along.
Y'all heard him. Let's get moving. Right this way.
Now we play the waiting game.
Never liked that game.
Never any good at it either.
This just feels weird.
Y'all ain't never been out this way before, have you? Go on, have a look around. This'll make sure y'all don't get lost.
I remember this feeling weird back then, too.
Well, might as well make
Like-
good use of the extra time.
This doesn't feel like the start of the game. This feels like we've been playing for like 30 minutes,
They got Ebony out here.
you know?
Ignis is gonna flip. Wait, what's a kill?
God, I forgot. This is another thing. The characters never stop talking. I have to like pause to talk because they just never stop talking. It's always felt weird to me. Like you just start off and it's like, here's your 4 characters. You're like free to explore right away. We've already met Sid and Cindy. Like it just feels like we've already been playing for like 20 minutes and not the beginning of the game. I feel like maybe there should have been like a, when the car broke down, there should have been like a little combat section before getting to here. I don't know if maybe they were just trying to like, maybe they were trying to really hammer home the fact that this is an open game, you know? Or something. Like, they just wanted you to know right away, like, hey, you can go do anything you want. So they didn't want to start off with like a on rails, you know? Like an on rails fight.
Well, howdy.
Well, howdy. Good lord. Calm down.
Knocked. We've expended the last of our funds on the repairs. I suggest we confer with Cindy.
Broken down and flat broke.
Adding insult to injury.
Old man's in for both after charging us that much.
Okay, did you need to pull that up?
Yeah, let's pay him a visit.
I just want you all to know that Hoffa legally changed his name to Hoffa Loves Final Fantasy 15 just for this event.
She ain't gonna be ready for a while. Y'all need something?
Ask for a loan.
Hate to ask, but could we borrow some cash?
Oh, now I get it. This must be what Pawpaw meant when he said he was gonna teach them boys a lesson. Told me he ought to have y'all take care of some ornery varmints that have been causing a ruckus around here. I'd be happy to pay y'all for your services if you're up to the challenge. How about it?
All according to Sid's plan. I say we play along and teach him not to underestimate us.
Okay, you've told me this 3 times. Reduce MP cost of phasing. Take a step in midair after attacking. Boost damage dealt when unscathed. Phase through an enemy's attack without using MP by pressing square at the last second. Well, there you go. There's a reason to not just hold down square. I'll get air step, I guess. Okay, so these are either pre-order bonuses or deluxe edition bonuses. I think they're deluxe edition bonuses. And yeah, complete waste of time. Let's just give me a weapon that's 9 times better than what I start with and completely ruin the beginning of the game. That's great. We're not going to be using those.
But don't go running around after dark. The demons are liable to rip y'all to shreds. Here.
Now, why did you give me a bronze bangle after opening up my menu? Now I gotta open up my menu again. If it'll let me. There we go. Oh, let's go. Gaming. We are officially gaming. This is all I need for the whole game. We are complete. So, endgame starts now.
Wow, they got a lot of different stuff here, huh?
That's how it works.
This game followed the formula of let's put super OP stuff in the deluxe edition and just ruin the beginning of the game that a lot of games were doing at this time.
Ready knocked.
And it's no less annoying. Yep, let's teach us the same thing we learned in the tutorial. That thing's taking like no damage.
What? Apologies. Excellent work. On we go. Huh.
Gotta test my tutorial skills. Yeah, I like the battle music a lot. The regular battle music. I don't remember being a huge fan of this soundtrack in general, and I was also really frustrated that half the soundtrack is just the music from the other games in the car. But the battle music is definitely a banger. Yep, let's teach me the same stuff we learned in the tutorial.
Haven't you ever heard? Best offense is good defense.
Got it!
Impressive.
Yep.
Gladio.
Can't stop now.
Nice work, Gladio.
I like how... Oh my god, what is going on? What is going on? Why am I holding his hand while he shoots? How does that make the shooting stronger? I remember the link attacks make you invincible while you're using them. So if you time them right, they're
Let's get on with it.
kind of dope. Let's go, Bloodheart.
So, where are we
Yeah,
headed?
if you hold directions while you're attacking, you get different attacks, but I don't remember them really being much different or mattering. It's more of just to
Loverboy's hitched.
Wait
give
for
some
car repairs, and
uniqueness
wedding bells in the air.
to the animations.
Almost there. Give it your all.
I did land a warp strike.
You said it.
Thank you.
Don't wear yourself out like that. Take cover and rest up.
Once again, teaching me what I already know.
Where'd you learn that one, Knock? All in together now. How about this? Nice. Mission complete.
Who could this be?
Gee, I wonder who it is. Couldn't be Cindy. Oh, it's Cindy.
How goes the hunting?
Actually, we just finished.
That's great, because I got one more hunt for y'all. Only this time, it's for a person. Fella named Dave went off, and we ain't heard from him since. Reckon
Good old
he staked
Dave.
out a spot in an old shack nearby.
It's Carbuncle.
Oh, got it. We'll take a look.
So, is it weird that I have the same exact weapon
Needs us to
as
find
my
some
friends?
Dave guy.
He went missing.
Or is that like, is there a reason for that? Is there a lore reason that my blade that's created by my family's magic is the same exact sword that Gladios has physically?
Is this your idea of a joke?
Sadly, no one's laughing.
Kinda lore reason. Same armory. That kind of makes sense. Maybe like the king created the weapons and just put them in the armory, and then also Noctis can make them, but like, you know, the king created that weapon and gave it physically to Gladios. Gladiolus. I always say his name wrong. And then Noctis can make the same weapon. So that makes sense.
What's this?
Knocked! Get out of here! You okay?
We are now.
Spoke too soon. I'm going all out.
Just don't get too carried away.
I'm going all
You
out.
don't want to talk.
Ouch.
Keep it together.
You're on fire.
Hey, Ignis! Instructions!
Hey, how's it look over there?
I think we might be winning!
None the worse for
I guess we won. I was confused that entire
What
fight.
about the shack over there?
What? How do you see that shack?